Everything Michael Corinthos thought he fixed is about to blow up right in his face in the most spectacular and devastating way possible. He thought he bought his way out of a nightmare. He thought a massive stack of cash was his golden ticket to making a massive problem disappear forever. But he was dead wrong. This could literally be the biggest mistake of his entire life. He didn't buy his freedom. He just funded his own destruction. We are looking at a situation that is going to spiral out of control so fast, it will leave the entire Corinthos family in absolute ruins. Let's rewind for a second and look at the cold, hard fact. We all saw the absolute terror of what happened with Willow Kane. Jacinda Bracken crossed a line that you just do not cross in Port Charles. She spiked Willow's drink. She intentionally drugged her. And the worst part, a woozy, impaired Willow was about to get into a car with Wiley and Amelia. Jacinda endangered innocent children. She put their lives at risk. When Michael found out, he went nuclear. We saw the absolute unfiltered fury in his eyes. He cornered Jacinda. He wanted her gone. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right this very second. So, what does a Corinthos do when they want a problem to vanish without a trace? They throw obscene amounts of money at it. Michael handed Jacinda a massive payoff. Leave Port Charles and never show your face again. Fun. He thought that was the end of the story. He thought he won. He thought he protected his wife and his kids from a dangerous, unpredictable threat. He actually believed that Jacinda would take the cash, hop on a plane, and start a quiet new life somewhere far away. He thought he was being smart. He thought he was in control. But that's not even the biggest surprise. Here is where things get incredibly messy. Jacinda didn't look at that cash as a severance package. She looked at it as seed money. It was capital for her next big move. Guys, we know Jacinda's history. We have seen this exact playbook before. Remember when Nina Reeves paid her off? Jacinda took Nina's money, skipped town, blew through every single dime, and then marched right back into Port Charles looking for another payday. She is a parasite. She doesn't just walk away when she finds a host. She drains them dry. And Michael just gave her the exact resources she needs to plan an even more dangerous scam. Jacinda knows that a one-time payoff isn't enough to sustain her lifestyle. She wants a permanent ATM. She wants a lifetime guarantee of luxury and protection. And how do you lock down a guy like Michael Corinthos for the rest of his life? You don't use simple blackmail. Blackmail expires. Blackmail gets you threatened by Sonny Corinthos. You use something far more powerful. You use a baby. Guys, this is where it gets incredibly interesting. Jacinda is going to vanish, let the dust settle, and then drop the ultimate bomb. She is going to return to Port Charles, walk right past the guards, march right up to Michael, and announce that she is pregnant with his child. Just imagine the sheer panic. A baby changes the entire dynamic. It is the one thing Michael cannot just pay to go away. It is the ultimate trap. Let that sink in for a moment. Just imagine the look of absolute horror on Michael's face. He hates this woman. He wanted her destroyed for what she did to Willow. But Michael has a fatal flaw. His hero complex, his absolute unbreakable loyalty to his children. If Jacinda stands there with a baby bump, holding an ultrasound photo, and a fake tear in her eye claiming she has nowhere else to go, Michael's brain is going to completely short circuit. He won't be able to turn her away. He will instantly shift from wanting to destroy her to wanting to protect his unborn child. And that changes everything. Michael will not allow a Corinthos baby to be born in a prison cell. He will not allow his child to grow up without a father. Jacinda knows this. She is playing on his deepest, most ingrained psychological triggers. She is turning his greatest strength into his ultimate weakness. She is weaponizing his own morality against. But wait, it gets worse. Because Jacinda isn't just looking for child support checks. She is looking for a human shield. Right now, she is facing serious legal trouble. Drugging Willow is a major crime. She is a wanted criminal. But if she is carrying a Corinthos heir, Michael will hire the best lawyers in the state. He will hide her in a luxury safe house. He will actively block the PCPD and Ada Justine Turner from throwing her in Pentonville. He will cross every legal line to keep her safe. He will become her ultimate protector. He will literally shield the woman who tried to ruin his wife. He will pay her legal fee. He will pay for her security. Jacinda will essentially become untouchable. If anyone tries to go after her, they will have to go through Michael first. It is the most brilliant evil insurance policy anyone has ever created in this town. She gets the money, the protection, and the power. What happened next may be even worse. Think about Willow for a second. Willow is already spiraling out of control. She was drugged. She was terrified. She is currently dealing with Drew Kane's miraculous recovery and the terrifying fact that the blackmail evidence against him is missing. She is holding on to her sanity by a very thin thread. And now her husband is going to move the woman who drugged her into a luxury penthouse to protect a baby. Willow will absolutely lose her mind. This won't just cause a minor marital argument. This will detonate their entire family. Willow will feel completely betrayed. She will look at Michael and see a man who is prioritizing her attacker over her own safety. Jacinda knows this. She wants to tear Michael and Willow apart from the inside out. She wants Willow out of the picture so she can have direct, unfiltered access to the Corinthos fortune. Here is the million-dollar question. Jacinda is cunning, but pulling off a fake pregnancy or a manipulated paternity test requires serious skills. It requires deep underground connection. It requires someone who knows exactly how to run a high-stakes con without leaving a paper trail. She cannot do this alone. And she doesn't have to, because someone else just fled Port Charles. Someone with a long history of scams, lies, and desperate moves. Ethan Lovett. Let's look at the timeline, guys. This is absolutely crucial. Ethan just had his entire world turned upside down. He confessed to Ava Jerome that he wasn't Phoebe's biological father. He literally took a bullet to the butt to protect her. He dragged Ava to see Sonny. He was trying to run a game on Ava, trying to secure his position in Port Charles. And then Hudson arrived. This mysterious, terrifying business executive named Hudson showed up in Port Charles out of nowhere. And Ethan panicked. He dropped everything. He abandoned his new romance with Ava Jerome. He ran for his life. Ethan is currently out there on the run, completely desperate and entirely broke. He needs a life. He needs a massive score to get Hudson off his back. Guys, do you see the pieces falling into place? Ethan needs money. Jacinda has Michael's payoff cash, but she needs a mastermind to help her execute the ultimate long con. If you ask me, these two are destined to cross paths. Imagine them running into each other in some shady, off-the-grid motel. Two exiled scammers with a massive grudge against Port Charles and nothing left to lose. Jacinda pitches the idea. She wants to trap the billionaire Corinthos heir. Ethan realizes this is his golden ticket back to the highlight. They form the most dangerous alliance we have seen in years. Ethan has the brains for the logistics. Jacinda has the audacity to pull off the performance. Together, they are a lethal combination. They know exactly how to play Michael. But that's not even the biggest surprise. If Jacinda is going to claim she is pregnant, she needs a baby. Or at least she needs irrefutable DNA proof. Who is going to provide that? Ethan. Ethan literally just spent months dealing with the Phoebe paternity. He knows exactly how to fake a DNA test. He knows which hospital labs to bribe. He knows how to forge the medical documents flawlessly. Or, even crazier, what if Jacinda actually gets pregnant with Ethan's baby? Think about the absolute chaos of that scenario. Jacinda and Ethan sleep together. Jacinda gets pregnant, for real. They march back into Port Charles and point the finger directly at Michael. Michael, being cautious, demands a paternity test to prove it. Ethan uses his underground connections to hack the General Hospital database or physically swap the swabs in the lab. The results come back positive for Michael. Boom. The trap snaps shut. Michael is locked in. He is trapped paying millions of dollars to the woman who tried to destroy his family, completely unaware that he is actually funding Ethan Lovett's lavish lifestyle in the shadows. And then everything spiraled. The domino effect of this will be legendary. Ava Jerome is already hunting for the truth about Phoebe's father. She is relentless. If she catches wind that Ethan is back in town, pulling the strings on a Corinthos baby scam, she will unleash hell. She will expose him just to get her own revenge for how he played her and left her hanging. And what about Sonny Corinthos? Sonny will definitely get involved. Sonny will not let someone extort his son. He will see right through Jacinda's lies. But Michael will fight Sonny to protect the baby. We are talking about a full-blown Corinthos civil war, father against son, all orchestrated by Ethan and Jacinda from a luxury hotel suite paid for by Michael himself. The ultimate betrayal. This is exactly the kind of high-speed, high-stakes drama that changes a show forever. Jacinda didn't take that money to disappear into the sunset. She took it to level up. She is going to hit Michael where he is most vulnerable. His heart, his sense of duty, his desperate need to be a good father. And with Ethan Lovett acting as the invisible puppet master, Michael won't even see the knife coming until it is already twisted deep in his back. But here is where things get truly terrifying. What happens when Ethan gets greedy? What happens when Hudson tracks Ethan down and realizes Ethan has a direct pipeline to the massive Corinthos fortune? Hudson won't just go after Ethan anymore. He will go straight after Michael. The web is spinning, guys. A fake baby. A desperate con artist. A lethal businessman closing in. Michael Corinthos thinks the worst is over. But the truth? The nightmare hasn't even started.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.